This video is not intended for children. It is also not intended for cabbages. In recent years, many cabbages have been masquerading as human beings. Stop that. Likewise, many children on the internet have been masquerading as adults. You should probably stop that, too. In any case, this video is intended for audiences from emerging adulthood, ages 18 through 27, onward. Unless you are a cabbage. So, after my Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience, I started wondering what other vistas there might be for me to conquer. Isaac was gracious enough to offer to introduce me to gaming. Well, I know gaming. I was gaming since 1978. I was a ref in 1979. Granted, that was tabletop and not video gaming, but, you know, it's all gaming. How different could it be? Alright. Where's the joystick?
This is the controller.
I can see that.
And we're back.
Yay!
I seem to say that at the start of every episode.
Why stop now?
That's my catchphrase.
Your catchphrase? That's your catchphrase.
Yeah,
now
put it
we're
on a
back.
t-shirt. And now we're back.
And now we're back.
Except that it's not catchy at all, which a catchphrase kind of has to be a catchphrase. The hint is that it is in the name. Alright, so...
So, Elliot, I made a promise.
Yes.
This promise must be kept.
We made a solemn vow to settle things for Elliot with his awful giant bouncy ball monster nightmare. So by God, let's do this.
Well, I said I was going to get him out of this. If I can do it without having to face that thing again, I'd
No,
like to.
no, you're going to.
But I don't want to.
So, I probably should have looked at a video of some kind to give me an idea of how it is you're actually supposed to beat that nightmare. And in fact, I think somebody commented some very helpful advice.
Yes.
And,
yes. Yes. One of our commenters, Amy Jr., posted a variety of helpful comments, including, among other things, apparently I don't have to get an A on every level in order to beat the final boss.
which is blessed news.
Yeah, no
to me,
kidding.
especially.
I was like, we will never finish this game. But no, it turns out that you only need all A's in order to get the select secret ending.
Yeah, and there was a lot of detailed advice, very helpful stuff on how to maximize your score in a level, some strategies that really experienced players use, with a nice video link that I didn't watch. Oh.
Ah, you fool!
Oh.
You've doomed us all.
I keep doing that, don't I?
Yeah, there's a serious doom factor involved. It's got your name all over it. I blame you.
Yeah.
Okay, there I go getting more stuff.
Which is great.
Missed some. That's okay.
So after we had a very kind commenter just flood us with tons of helpful information, we will now proceed to use none of it because I didn't look into it like I was supposed to. Whoops! Coyote,
Yeah,
he's not supposed to. Because...
Yeah, this is a journey of discovery.
Yeah.
This is a land of wonder. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, you've got an excuse. I don't. I really should have looked into all of that. But for now, I guess we're working off of the hypothesis that in order to beat the nightmare at the end of this stage, we need to throw her through the walls.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
seemed to be at least getting us somewhere last time.
Well, it seems to me to be a very personalized and symbolic journey here. I'm not sure what the bit with the female was supposed to be, and that was kind of puzzling to me. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just ignore this. It's just random nightmare imagery. But in the case of Elliot, I mean, you know, he's a young teen athlete And he's in a situation where he starts out in his bedroom with this very maternal sports ball thing coming at him, which makes me think, I think he's got kind of the stereotypical sports mom going in his waking life. Because you notice how he's having to use her strength against her in order to break out of the trappings of his childhood. Which, how does he do that? Literally through education, through the bookshelf. And then you go through an area which is just laden down as a feast, which, yeah, if your parent is also kind of a backseat trainer, you're going to get a lot of getting food shoved
Remember,
at
that's
you.
the top-down section.
Yeah, top-down section. There we go. All right. And then he goes past that. He goes past the flight of stairs going up, which is interesting because not only is that stereotypically a flight of stairs is symbolic of sexual activity.
What?
So you notice it's not accessible. He just goes right past it. It's something that is there because where would those stairs lead if not to his parents' rooms? But it's not something he's really concerned with at this point.
Okay, remind me to never, ever let you guest on that Pat's game theory. I do not want to hear your game theory on Knights and what the psychology of these children is anymore. I know that's like your field, but I still don't want to hear it anymore.
My field, you're very kind. It's not like I have a PhD or anything. You know, it's
Okay, well, you've got some kind of piece of paper that says you know psychology
yeah,
sciences.
my degree is in psychology,
Yes!
but it's not like I'm, a practicing counselor or anything.
Well, yeah.
Bonus time again! Yay! But yeah, my point is, it seems to be very personalized, very focused
Run out of time.
around the trials and tribulations.
5 sec. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 0. You are a little boy now. You lose all of your blue.
Ah, my blue, no!
All the chips are gone, and the clock is ringing, and it's angry, and it's coming for you.
Ah, no! Stay away from me!
It wants your head, Elliot. The time has come. Get it? Because the time over
yes.
there is coming.
Yipe, yipity, yipity, yipe. I'm trying to run for my greedy little life here, and you're making puns. What the hell, you cold-hearted bastard? I'm a little boy fighting for his soul.
Oh! Wait, what did you hit?
I don't know. The camera angle's wrong. I'm hitting a thing. I don't know what. And time
Yeah,
is
move the
and
camera
time is
behind
encroaching.
you. Move the camera behind you, then you can see where you're going. Oh, the water bubbles. Don't touch the water bubbles while you're at
Those
Elliot.
water bubbles, but that's where the arrow was trying to get me to go. So
Yeah.
all right,
F.
F. Fine. No argument.
Welcome back, F. We missed you.
Water bubbles.
So honestly, I'm just kind of sitting here in a ball of anxiety. Like, I really hope you can beat the boss this time. I really hope.
Well, I really hope so too, because she's got it coming. I mean, Freud would go on all kinds of stuff about like how he's probably trapped in a latency dealing with his oral fixations because of
Oral fixations.
because of the food. And of course the breasts on the model of
Okay.
the sports ball monster.
You just really need to stop with this.
Well,
This is a family-friendly show. This
When?
is a fucking family-friendly
when is it
fucking
a
show.
family-friendly show, you miscreants? When did that ever happen?
Remember the first episode when I said fuck a lot?
Yeah?
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Family-friendly.
Right.
F is for fuck.
F
That's
is for
it.
family. I see where you're going with this. No, you are denied. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, yeah, Freud was a brilliant guy. Unfortunately, he knew he was brilliant, so he just assumed that whatever conclusion he drew first had to be the correct one.
Oh,
And
like
that-
Rick and Morty fans.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh. I shouldn't dig. I really enjoyed season 4, except for one particular episode.
Yeah,
The episode that
was,
shall not be named that won a fucking award because
Oh.
people are insane.
God, that was so bad.
Such
That
a
was
terrible
like,
episode.
What is even the point?
It was awful.
Just, yeah, the whole... Oh yeah, Rick is an asshole, and that's the whole punchline. I mean, what is even the hell?
Hey, a C!
Yay!
Remember that as our kind commenter pointed out, we need a C or a B. Oh.
Well, I got a D average, but I can still fight this boss. Okay,
Yes.
So,
Fly up, connect, and then you wait to push the button until you're aimed at the right angle to launch them toward the barrier.
okay. Aimed at the right angle.
Yes!
There we go.
You gotta aim higher here because of the shelf. No, you knocked the thing over. Just got through. There you go. Brilliant. Keep going.
So here's the feast I was talking about.
Yep. I wasn't even paying attention to the...
There's the stairs.
Yeah. The stairs that we're not going to talk about. Oh, you gotta go get her. She ain't gonna follow you.
What she does, she's just really slow about it.
Yeah. Alright, now that barrier. Oh, angle's off. Gotta aim her up higher. Well, now you're gonna need to aim her more straight. A slight incline. Nope.
Ah,
There you go.
no, get through there before she comes out. There we go.
You're probably spinning around a bit more than you need to, because that reduces your ability to turn in exchange for more speed. Ooh. Oh!
Dude, yes! Yes!
Yes!
Yes!
Yes!
You ugly bastard! Yes!
Woo!
Yes!
Woo! First attempt for tonight! Third attempt overall, but still!
Still!
Hell yeah!
But see, all of these things that Freud might say about this, and you
But you
you
don't like
could
the effect.
refute this with, okay, look, this is a spherical piece of art. How else are you going to feminize it if not to show the memories in that way? And you could refute it with any number of fashions, but really it comes down to, okay, Freud, you're so smart. Why the bunny ears? And that's the point where it all just falls apart. Why is the mother thing a rabbit? Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Is it a rabbit though? Are you sure? I didn't get a
She
good...
had bunny ears.
Okay, I didn't get a great look at their head. Hint, the quicker you destroy the idea capture, the higher the score you will get.
Nice.
Our
Yeah.
commenter
Yes.
said the same thing.
Yes. I keep wanting to use pronouns, and I don't know what pronouns they prefer.
Mm.
But yes.
Commenter is gender neutral. Well,
So, okay. So we've
that was
done...
action-packed.
Yeah, dude. 2 for Clarice, 2 for Elliot. Alright. So,
We've got a new level for Clarice and a new level for Elliot to choose from now. Okay,
alright.
that's cool.
I'm thinking... How do we stand on time?
On that note, we should probably call it here. Honestly, we're pretty good for time here.
Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and call it here, and then we will see where we go next episode. Because right now, we're 2 for 2. The kids are all right.
That's
And
a song.
yeah. My actually, the kids are all right too. That was my first with the Who. That was my first live concert experience.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wow, I've only been to one concert, and you were there.
I was. It was awesome,
That was really cool.
dude. But all right.
Yes.
Focusing.
Focusing.
Okay. Next time, true believers, we will see what we will see. What kind of dark madness ensues?
All right.